Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Good morning, Becca. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. I was just saying right before we went live that my dog is like glued to my side this morning. She's ready for whatever you have to bring us this morning.
Hmm
She's like, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm taking notes. What's going on?
You know
But
what? That's the way we should all show up. I'm here. I'm ready to take notes.
yeah,
Let's do this.
yeah.
Right?
I've got
Just,
my listening ears on.
yeah, to life. That's the way we should show up to life.
I love it. I love that. Yeah, I'm ready to take notes. Um, that needs to be a thing that we're going to institute coming up.
Absolutely.
But before we do any of those things, can you tell everybody who you are, where you are, and what you do?
Sure, absolutely. Good morning. I'm Rebecca Childress. I'm in Fredericksburg, Virginia. That's the suburbs, about an hour south of DC. I'm originally from the mountains of West Virginia, though. I am a yoga teacher. I also offer Ayurveda studies and I offer retreats. I would love to work with you, whether you are near or far.
Love it. And are any of those going to be in the wild? Trying
In
to
the wild, yeah,
showing off your shirt.
a little plug for my shirt. Yeah, so this is Wanda the bus,
Oh,
and
hi,
the girls.
Wanda.
Yeah, the girls will be so happy they got a shout out this morning. So, Wild is Women's Initiative for Learning and Discovery. It's a wonderful nonprofit. It's based out of Columbus, Georgia. And Jen and Sana run this program, and it is all about getting girls, women, and families out into the wild. And I
I
went on
love it.
amazing, yeah, I went on a great trip with them in April to Mount Lacotte in the Great Smoky Mountains.
Uh oh, did we lose her? Oh, now I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, oh.
Wi-Fi froze. Oh
You're
man, I may have to move inside. I'm frozen,
okay.
Jesse. I don't
Oh,
know if you can hear me.
I
Let
can
me
hear
move
you.
inside. Oh,
Okay.
there you
Yeah.
go. We're
Hi.
back.
Yay. 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 Yay.
The internets were just overwhelmed this morning when I mentioned wild. It was like this is just so much
It's too
goodness. I
excited.
can't take it.
Too much excitement. Well, I was feeling it too. Internet. It was you and me both. Internet because I
Hmm
was really excited about that. Uh, the acronym as well was wonderful and lovely.
Yeah.
So
How far did I get into that? Did I get to tell you I went on the hiking trip with
yes.
them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. And
Yep.
that's
Yep.
when it started spinning. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll post the link to their or their page in
Awesome.
the comments this morning.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I remember when you did that and you came back a changed person. Like you were just
Girl,
still in the woods.
for sure. And it was so funny because I was thinking about it this morning and I was thinking, like, I really need that piece of the mountains. I really need that. And I know that so many people in our group, they also connect with nature. And that is
Yep.
one of the things that they use for grounding and
Yeah.
centering and just kind of coming back to what they need to. So,
Absolutely. Well, yeah, bring it, share it. That's awesome. And
yeah.
also, speaking of sharing, would you like to bring our son into the world this morning?
Oh my gosh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm
Excellent.
going to use our card deck this morning. It's The Universe Has Your Back. Jesse loves these cards, and it's always random. We never know what we're going to get. They're actually really beautifully illustrated with their art. And so I'll pull one of these cards, I'll shuffle it just so that we do have something that just we're intuitively led by. We'll see what happens this morning. See if it speaks to anybody. And let's see. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. And there is a dragonfly on it, speaking of nature. All right. So let's just come into easy seat wherever we might be this morning. If you're lying down, please feel free to continue lying down. Take care of yourself. If you need a few extra minutes this morning, take it. And if you're seated, whether you're on the floor or sitting in a chair, let's just give ourselves a little rock from side to side. And let's lift the crown of our head towards the sky. And again, let's just really have this, nature connection this morning, whether we're sitting in a room or whether we are outside. So as we lift the crown of our head, it does rise towards the sky. It does rise towards the sun, the warmth of the sun, the air. And let's let our arms rest on our lap. Palms can be facing up or palms can be facing down, whatever feels most comfortable for you this morning. And if you do have your legs crossed, if you're sitting in a chair, let's just go ahead and uncross our legs. Bring the soles of the feet flat to the floor. And again, if you're outside on a porch or maybe on the grass, just let your feet really feel the earth beneath you. And even if you're in an enclosed room in your home, same thing. Just imagine that feeling of the dirt, the earth, the grass, the sand beneath your feet. And then if you do have an opportunity today to get out and walk in that, maybe a walking meditation, just allow yourself to really feel grounded and connected with the earth, both above and below you. Let's just again come back to the crown of our head. We're lifting it towards the sky, soles of the feet gently pressing into the earth. And let's feel that long line of energy from the base of our spine, our root chakra, all the way up through our heart to the crown of our head. If you do feel comfortable closing your eyes, I just invite you to close your eyes. And let's just start to steady our breathing if we haven't already done so. Let the breathing be natural and automatic. Let's relax the space around our face, relaxing and softening our forehead, relaxing our eyes, relaxing the cheeks, unclenching the jaw, maybe even a slight part of the lips. We're relaxing the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the hands and fingers. We're breathing into our chest, our belly, our hips, our legs, our feet and toes. Everything energetically connected, both physically and on a subtle energy level as well. Again, steadying the breath, letting it become just a little bit deeper with each inhale and with each exhale. I'll offer a counting breath for you, and if the breath feels uncomfortable at any time, just allow yourself to come back to this natural rhythm. We'll breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. Continue with the relaxation of the muscles from the crown of your head all the way down to the bottom of your toes. Let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Leaving the eyes closed. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Start shifting our thoughts to the intention card for us this morning. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Let's start shifting our mind to the ways that we know the universe is guiding us. allowing ourselves to be open to both the very clear and the very subtle messages that are being sent our way. Maybe passing someone on the street who has a friendly word, a call from a family member or a friend, a passage that we've read in a book or ancient scripture, maybe even something that we scroll by on social media that speaks to us. Always looking for those subtle signs that the universe does indeed have our back. Let's lean into trust this morning. Sometimes that can be really hard, especially if there's been times in your life where you've been fearful, where you've been hurt, experienced things that perhaps impacted your trust. Let's take a deep breath in, trusting first ourselves, and knowing that as we learn to trust ourselves on a deeper level, that the world will feel also a little bit more safe. Knowing that if we have had things in our lives that have impacted us with our trust, that our breath will be one of our number one tools to bring us back to what we know is true. Using the subtle signs of our body, of our spirit, of our mind to let us know when something's not right for us. Knowing that sometimes that trust doesn't necessarily come from others, but that trust may come from ourselves. Let's allow the trust that we have ourselves, with ourselves, to be at the highest level. Deep breath in, trusting yourself. Deep breath out, letting go of anything that might be a barrier for that. Let's take a deep breath in, again, reconnecting with the breath. Deep breath out. And again, coming back to the intention. I always trust the direction of the universe, and I know I am being guided. Let's just sit with that for another 30 seconds. Let's just allow ourselves to be comfortable with the quietness, maybe just the sound of the birds, some random neighborhood barking dogs. And let's just lean in to see where our spirit, where our body, where our breath, where our mind leads us this morning with that thought. I always trust the direction of the universe, and I know I'm being guided. Let's breathe with that. Just 30 more seconds. And leaving the eyes closed. Let's just let our right hand slide to our heart, our left hand slide to our belly. Just a gentle bow of the head. Trusting ourselves, trusting the direction of the universe, knowing that we are being guided. We are loved. Let's let our hands gently slide into heart center. Thumb is at our heart, palms gently pressed together. Thank you so much for sharing your sunrise with us this morning at 5 minutes to sunrise. The light in me sees and honors the light in all of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Jessie.
Girl, you are on a roll with your intuitiveness lately. I think wasn't it last time you were on? You were doing something about I can't remember, like, but business related.
Success.
Yeah, success. And
Yeah.
one of our members was having a launch party that weekend. Um,
Yes.
and I told you before we went live that I'm going out of town. As soon as I hang up with you, we're taking off. I didn't tell you where we're going though. And I didn't tell you how nervous I was about it. We wanted to get out of the city
Wow.
for Memorial Day weekend. And of course, all the state parks are
Okay.
booked and have been booked for months. And so we took a chance. There's a
Mm-hmm.
website. I'm going to do a little shout out to this website called Hip Camp, HIP camp.com. It's basically kind of like an
Okay.
Airbnb, but for people that rent out land if you want to tent on their land. And I've never used it before.
So awesome.
Right? Oh, it is great. So far it's great. So I never used it before. So last night, like spur of the moment, we booked property for this whole weekend. We're going to be gone until Tuesday. Come back late Tuesday night. It just about an hour north of here, in the middle of a wildlife management area, and there's no cell phone signal at all. And we booked it, and the guy, the owner of the property, calls us up like 2 minutes after we book it, and we talked for the longest time. He had such a great vibe. He works for the FWC. He's a really nice dude. And
That's awesome.
but after I hung up, I have these trust issues, and I'm like, we're gonna be alone in the middle
Yeah.
of the forest. There's no
Yeah.
one around.
It's funny that, yeah, that you bring that up. Like, people who hike, people who camp,
Yeah,
we do offer a lot of trust to other people. It's just like the
yeah,
girls that I went on this, on
yeah.
the
Trip.
when I met Wanda, the Wanda girls, the
Yeah.
wild girls. I didn't know them. I didn't know them.
Yeah.
I met them through a yoga teacher friend of mine who was like, hey, you need to meet these two girls in Georgia because they're cool and you're going to like them and you need to go with them. And so I trusted that. It's
Yeah.
funny, it is, I get what you're saying. And
It's
so
scary.
you're,
So yeah, no, we're going, but honestly, I had that little twinge of just like, I hope this guy doesn't kill us in our sleep. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's the only person that knows where we are, except for my friend Petra. Now, my friend Petra just asked if we're going to be
yeah,
in Lutz, and actually, no, Petra, we're going to be up in more the Brooksville area, and you should
yeah.
come and visit us, but and make sure that we're not dead and murdered. But also, like, I had that little twinge of just in case, like, I don't know, but having this beautiful, like, just let the universe guide you. This all is working out. I had such a great vibe from the conversation with the guy. Like,
Good,
trust your intuition and just
good.
enjoy yourself, and don't
Yeah.
let that little like fear of a bloody horrible death interfere with
Oh,
that.
man. Well, I think there's so much to learn from this, and I can't wait to hear about your experience next week.
Absolutely.
Just to put your trust in another person and a person that you don't even know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Enjoy.
But thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, you are in it, woman. You are just on a roll, and I love it so
Oh,
much.
man.
And
All right. I love
thank
it. Thank you.
and I
Enjoy that
love the
card. Yes.
dragonfly. It's so
I know,
beautiful.
right?
Yeah, yeah, I
Definitely a
love it.
big nature connection for the group this morning. And
Yeah.
boy, we've been all over the place. People are going to be like, what are they talking about? Camping homicides on this
Yep. Yep.
morning meditation group.
It's, we're varied. We're a varied group. So,
We
well,
have fun. It's,
we
it
do.
doesn't have to always be super serious.
Exactly, exactly. And,
Yeah.
it's going into the weekend. You have to be a little bit silly. So, thank you guys
Yeah.
so much. I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful weekend this weekend.
Yeah.
We're not going to do one on Monday because it's a holiday and everybody's going to be passed out sleeping in. So, we'll see you guys back on Tuesday.
We'll see you on Tuesday. And we'd love to hear in the bottom, how are you going to trust? How are you going to put your trust out there?
Oh, I love that. Yeah, do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Awesome. And you need to share at the bottom wild girls.
I will.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Love you. Talk to you
Bye.
later.
Love you.
Bye.